Alright boys, welcome back to the channel. It's Bilbao time and oh my god, just looks like it's going to be 5th place again. Just when I thought we were on it, we got halfway through the season, pretty much only lost like one game, and then we've lost game after game after game in 5th place. We've got 15 games to go. We've got the chance of a cup run here. So the first game is Valladolid in the quarterfinal of the Copa del Rey. But positively, we have signed 2 players in the January transfer window, 2 youngsters immediately being called into the first team squad. I think this is the season where we sort of like taper out a few more, and next season, especially if we don't get Champions League this season, we push on these young players and give them the opportunity to play. But before we get into it, make sure you smash a like on today's episode for me, muchly appreciated. Big shout out to Paul Crawford, the latest patron on the channel, number 25. Thank you to all the patrons that are scrolling up the screen right now. Thank you very much for your support. If you're interested, becoming a patron, links, info, all the perks down below. Go check it out. All right, guys, let's get into Basque or Nothing. So, since last episode, boys, I believe it was the A-Bar game, so we have kicked on. As you can see, that was in October. We're now at the start of February. We have kicked on a great deal. And up until here, things were going well. And then we've managed to lose, I think if we look at just the league run for now, we'd only lost to Sevilla. And then we went on this run. 4 out of the last, we've managed to lose, and then if you just look here, we've lost 4 out of the last 5 league games, which has put us in 5th, 5 defeats, 4 of them coming in the last 5 games as well. So that's, I mean, one defeat in the first 18 games, 5 points off Valencia, Real Valladolid today in the cup, but the cup itself, there's an opportunity. There's just an opportunity. We are in the quarterfinals. There is just Real Madrid left. They're at Tenerife, so obviously they're going to get through. There's no Barcelona, no Atleti. Valencia got Real. So if we can get through today, draw Sporting and Cadiz in the semi-final, we may have a final to look forward to the end of the season. The Europa League season was an absolute shambles. We finished bottom of the group. Obviously the board weren't too happy with that. We did risk a couple. We got a tough group. Gladbach, Chelsea, probably both stronger in terms of players. But yeah, finishing the bottom of the group wasn't great. Positively, still got the same tactic, tweaking, changing things, but trying to stay with this. We're now looking at having Pacheco playing a little bit more. He's got himself 3 goals, 17 appearances as sub, but 9 starts. Gonna get that going. Look at him already. His mentals are getting up there. Physicals are slowly working on as well. 17 years old. He's not 18 until next September. So this boy, fingers crossed, can be the man. Okay, that is him. You want to see the new one, don't you? You want to see the new ones. Signed 2. First of all, we've let Diaz go out on loan, whinging about game time, wants to leave. So I thought, right, I'm just going to loan him out. And it's weird because the teams that actually came in for him, were 3rd tier teams. Now, he didn't want to play in our B team, which was annoying because our B team is struggling a little bit at the moment. Look at that. They're on a terrible run themselves. They're more than likely going to get relegated this season, which is a bit of a shame because it does help us in particular with the youngsters, giving them decent amount of match time, but they've really struggled this season. Next season, hopefully we'll see them improve a little bit. We are going to hopefully promote a good number of youngsters next year. We've had bids for Pedro Bergesa. Sevilla keep chasing him. Excellent goalkeeper at the age of 18. Look, he's going to be brilliant for us. Long-term replacement for Simon. Cristobal Herrera. This is one of my patrons who we've given a Spanish name to. Herrera. I don't know what I'm going to say for this one, but Cristobal anyway is one that wants to leave already. He was in our under-19s. PSG came sniffing. He's got 2 years left on his deal, luckily. I put him in the B team. Next season, I might have to call him up to the first team in order to sign a long-term deal. His minimum release clause is 5.75 and PSG were bidding up to 4 million. So we need to change that quickly. Otherwise, we're going to lose one of our brightest prospects. Anyway, that's the current look at all these that I've had to do in January. Look, these are bids rejected, turned down, loans, deals, loads of bids coming in for Thiago Ferreira as well from Ajax. He's improving pretty well. Physical's good. I'm not sure what he's going to be yet. It looks like maybe a centre-half that just can't head the ball. Still only 18 years old though, so he's got time to improve. I think he would maybe more suit a 3 at the back, like a left-sided centre-half. Other bids coming in, look, left, right and centre. Paul Columbani, bids coming in, but there has been transfer dealings. Not only have we let Urieta and Diaz, Urieta, another youngster that needed a bit of game time, we've also let go Yuri. Now, he wanted to leave, was unhappy. He was on 90k a week. We've got rid of him there. He was on a 3-year deal, so we've got rid of him at the age of 33, which now means we're rocking with Cordoba and the youngster Pablo Colombani. Here are the 2 transfers. Now we have signed 2 players from local rivals hitting their minimum release clause. Now the first one was an absolute bargain. 950,000, 18-year-old Isaiah Areso, kind of in the same mould as Pacheco. So long-term, 2 very talented midfielders in Pacheco and him dictating things in the centre midfield. However, he scored a couple of goals for us already. He scored 2 goals in 4 games. He can do jobs out on the left-hand side. He's got 14 pace, so he can definitely do any of the wide roles for us. 5'11", physical's not bad. Work rate, vision, first touch. He's only 18 years old. 19 in August. So we're hoping that at least here he's going to be a fantastic addition to the squad. If he's not going to be a world beater, which to be fair, I think he's actually going to be good enough. And the next one in, Unai Sola, put him straight in the first team. He's played a couple of games when we moved to a back 3 for a little bit, a few games. No nonsense centre half. 16 years old. We've paid 2.1 million for him. Yes, strength not great, stamina not great, pace not great. He's only 16, so if we can get them to sort of like 13, these will all improve. And already he's what I like. He can edit, he can mark, he can tackle. 13, 14, 16, bravery 16, concentration 11, positioning not bad, work rate 14. He looks like, imagine what he will hopefully look like in 5 years' time. We're going to try and move out another couple of players so the pathway for him becomes a little bit more clearer. We may move him to the B team next season. I'm just a bit worried that he's not going to play a great amount with us, so we may move him to the B team next year just to get some game time. And then he's 17 in May. Yeah, so then he goes, and then by the time he's 18, he can then come in and join the first team squad with a proper full season under his belt. All right, guys, that's it. Let's get into the game. It is Real Valladolid. And then what I forgot to say, we've got Barcelona away from home, which will no doubt be fun. Form-wise, Williams is doing all right. 14 goals in 23, which, if you think about it, he doesn't take any pens. So if you give him, 4 pens a season, he's in around 20 league goals. 14 for the season this year. Hopefully, this is the year when he breaks 20. It would be nice for 25, but that would mean him getting 11 goals in the last 15 games. We'll see. Munayin is looking really good. 7.17, now 31 years old, but playing in the central midfield as sort of like either Mazzala as advanced playmaker. Sanchez is coming into his own as well, improving luck on the training ground, which we want. If you haven't seen my Training Made Simple series yet, go check it out. It is based around the Bilbao story. Sanchez come into it really well. 4 goals, 4 assists, 26 appearances, average rating of 7.02. Marcelo, a bit in and out, but he does have an eye for goal. 9 goals for the season. Serrano is the biggest disappointment. Real disappointment this season. Not scored in the league in 22 appearances. Average rating of 6.75. He needs to sort his shit out. Right, here we go. Big one this. They're going better than what I actually thought, but home advantage. We want to do well in the cup. We really do want to do well. Especially we've got Dacote, especially in the quarterfinals. No Barcelona, no Atleti. Even if we get to the final, at least it's something that we've managed to achieve in this save. Right, Munay in corner. First highlight, 23 minutes in. Sanchez there. It's just grazed the top of the bar. Okay, throw in Serrano. Munay in crossed. Morcillo's there. Once again, just grazed the top of the bar and goes over. We have got our key changing the tempo. Lower tempo you would have thought would probably work a little bit better for us, just with the players that we have, playmakers. Having a little bit more maybe time, patient to pick out the right pass. But then when we play teams that part of the bus, we do struggle a little bit and we need to get the ball forward quickly. So I've been changing the tempo a little bit. But we've started pretty well here. Serrano, Munayin. We've just not created that massive chance yet. That's poor by Sanchez. They're going to get it back. Long kick. Kappa didn't even bother jumping for the header. Serrano, come on, we need a goal for him. He's not scored in the league yet. The only goals in the Europa League. He's gone on a run. Just over. We've actually played him up front as well. We went to sort of like, we played the three at the back, the tactic that I showed you, I think, in last week's episode, Sunday's episode. We did that for a little bit and still didn't score. Right, Pedro Nuno. They've got an opportunity here, Valladolid, not with that kind of effort. Okay, not bad. First half, once again, maybe just a little bit slow. Let's just see what happens when we put it on higher. Right, throw in. First highlight of the second half. Can we get, I know this is the key, getting our noses in front. Kappa, Munayin, Morcillo, Sanchez, good football. We've got overlaps if we need it. Williams. Kappa's done well down this right-hand side. Get a cross in. No, he's pulled it back to Munayin, who crosses for Serrano. We just expected the net to bulge. Let's put Kappa on attack as well. Right, corner. Pedro Nuno. And Herrera clears. Are we breaking? No, it's going to probably come back. Guyani's just jogging to it. We've got a 1v1 up here, though, if we can win the ball back. They're in. Pedro Nuno strikes. He's hit the post. Not creating 5 efforts. Look, we've had 5 efforts, boys, in the game. We need to be so much more creative. Right. Cordoba's struggling, so let's get Columbani on. Okay, let's change up the midfield 3. Let's get Pacheco on for Herrera. Let's put him as a box-to-box. Put him as a Mazzala. Pacheco as a Mazzala. We'll move Munayin actually across to Mazzala because Pacheco's not great at dribbling. Let's do the press a little bit. Let's press up the field. 5 attempts on goal though, boys. Isn't great, is it? Serrano's on a 6.2, so let's get him off. Let's get Areso on, the youngster. He's right-footed. Let's move them to a cross. Here he is, the youngster. I'm just asked for a demand more. Overlapping. The youngsters combining. Columbani down this left-hand side. Areso strikes off the bar. So close. Right. Tactics. Change. Pause. Let's go. Oh, I thought I had Villa Libre. Bollocks. I thought I had Villa Libre, boys. I don't. Okay, I'm going to change it anyway. We're going to go like this. Morcillo does have an eye for goal. Let's put Williams in advance forward. Let's go Areso as a shadow striker. We just don't create enough, boys. It's so this save. You boys comment all the time and message me and stuff about how frustrating it is. And I'm absolutely loving it. But just trying to build a tactic around this team when we're kind of limited in certain areas. I think what I may do is even maybe get through this season and then look at changing how we play and maybe play quicker and more direct. But I do like this style with having Munayin, Pacheco, Areso, sort of like players that need a little bit of time, playmakers, not sort of like the 4-2-4 that I've been playing in most of my saves, especially the special one. They're in here, they're going to score. Good save, Simon. We need to do some changes for extra time. Okay, it's extra time. I'm going to say I'm far from pleased. Even though they've had a good season, Valladolid, they're just below us in the table. We need to... Can we even do a change? No. Brilliant. We can't do any more changes, lads. Let's go attacking. We may even have to put it on attacking just to see if we create a little bit more risk. Kappa. So it'd be interesting. Let me know what you would do. I want to keep this. I want to keep the shape. But what would you change? Let me know down in the comments. What would you change? All right, Nuno. They're breaking. Are we going to catch him, Sanchez? Because he just wants past the defence. He's absolutely smashed it in. Oh no, boys. Right, we've gone for we've gone long. We've got 3 up front. We're playing 2 number 10s. Anything to try and turn it around. Once again, we've had chances. not being able to score, and then we get punished. I don't actually think we're being that negative. We've got creative players in. We've got a little bit of pace. We've got the main man up front, Williams, who's actually done very, very well for us this season. But, like, I don't know what it's missing. Let me know. What is this tactic missing? Right, let's get into the Barcelona game. All right, boys, we're back. I've just made one change. We've gone for Kappa wing-back attack instead of wing-back support. I've changed Herrera to a defensive midfielder, just on the hope that if he's playing as a deep line playmaker, maybe he's trying to spray passes about, and if I just get him as a defensive midfielder, he'll help cover the areas that are maybe lost on a counter-attack when we lose Cordoba and obviously Kappa going forward. And then hopefully as a defensive midfielder, he'll just play the ball a little bit simple, and he'll play it into Sanchez and Ike Muniain, who we want on the ball. That's my thought. Look at the team. They've got Nathan Ake, so it's not all good. But Gosens, Rice, Messi, Milinkovic-Savic, Griezmann, Sancho, Fati, who Liverpool are chasing. We're in a horrendous run. 5 defeats in the last 6 games. Really interested, though, to read your comments, boys. What can be done? Don't want to change tactic, because we're building, and I'm also building the youth team players around this tactic and bringing players through in right positions and things like that. So it's important that we have some kind of tactic that we stick to. We've got the players to suit this system as well. Right. Oh, Kappa's just let that go over his head. Sancho, Fati, great save, Simon. What is the fullback doing there? Messi with a corner, cleared. Right, in the outer possession, I haven't actually got much on. Everything's just standard, but what I'm going to do is we're going to do a low line of engagement. We're going to get stuck in. We're going to defend tighter. And we're going to be really narrow and just see if we can counter-attack a little bit better. We've had 50% possession, which I think in the new camp is pretty good. Like Griezmann. Sergio Roberto. Can we stop the cross? Can we stop the cross? No. Declan Rice. Into Roberto again. Messi, Roberto. Abs just too easy. This game, boys. This game. You know what? I feel like just going, fuck it. Fuck it. We're going up there. Up there. Work your asses off. Sanchez flick on. Cleared. They're breaking on us again. Griezmann. Are we going to tackle? I just find it believe we've got a little bit more urgent pressing on. We've also got get stuck in on, and we just like, why can't our players do that slide tackle? I just losing my head a little bit. Right, Messi. Rice, Milinkovic-Savic, Sancho. Look, they have got an outstanding team, but I'm still wanting my players to do a little bit more. Well done, Kappa. We've had a slide tackle, boys. 22 minutes in, we've had a slide tackle. Sancho's in. They've hit the post. Fuck me. Right, tactics now changed after that highlight. We've gone high press, right, just before half time. Come on, stay in the game. We've not had a highlight since we've changed the tactic. In terms of the press. Head. Fucking head the ball, Kappa. Right, it's half time. I'm going to make a change. I think it's pretty pointless having him on attack because he's just dog shit. We'll put Beringa there. He may be an option for us. Kappa's sort of like past it. Getting to the age, he's like 30, 31. Beringa's a little bit younger. Also, the other defender that we have is kind of like a centre-half in Nunez. So if we want to play an attacking sort of like fullback, Beringa's probably the best bet option. So we'll see how he does. Here he is. He's dug out a cross. A shit one, but he's dug out a cross. Right, they've gone long. Griezmann. Sancho blocked. Milinkovic-Savic over the bar. I can't believe we're 60 minutes in and we're actually still in the bloody game. Serrano 6.4. Shock. Right, 20 to go. Let's change. We've got changes to make anyway because we've got a couple that are struggling. Munayin can come off. Let's get Pacheco on. Put him as an AP. Box to box for Herrera, but we're actually going to take Herrera off. Morcillo is struggling as well. It'll have to be right. It'll have to be Nunez. Oh, I can't do 3 subs. Oh, for fuck's sake, lads. We've had an absolute western here. Right, okay. Have we got a break? Pacheco. Serrano. No. 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 Oh, we've got it back. We've got it back. No, we've not. We've lost it. That's it. That's been the highlight of the game today. That's as close as we've got. We nearly had a counter-attack twice. Ter Stegen goes long. Fatty has won every header like he's Peter Crouch today. Sanchez tackle, but just giving him the ball back. Pedri. Sancho. Good save, Simon. I swear. Morcillo, end of highlight. There you go. End of the game. Absolutely blank. And this has been the issue for like what, since we pretty much started, that we never create enough. With the players that we have out there, I'm not asking them to do anything too difficult, but something needs to change. The other option is going to like that. Okay, what I am going to do is, just for now, because we're going to finish, oh shit, they're now catching us up. We want to finish in the Europa League. I think that'll be the boards. What do the board want us to actually do? Qualify for the Europa League. We're only on a C+ as well, so we've got to be a little bit careful. We need to finish, what, top 6? I think it's doable, definitely doable. We're 8 points off Champions League again. Right, this is the point, boys, where we really need to think about what we're going to do. So, I'm going to go, just for a little bit, I'm going to try it. I'm going to be very aggressive. Very aggressive. Use offside trap. Higher tempo. Passing direct. Do we go slightly more direct? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. Alright, boys. Thank you very much for watching, for going through however long this video is. Shit, it's going to be a big one. It's going to be a big one, I think. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully on Sunday there'll be something to smile about. What I'll do is I'll run through a group of games and then we'll come back. We'll play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll come back for Madrid and Betis because they are both teams that are in and around us. Yeah, in and around us. So we'll go through those 6 games. Hopefully, fingers crossed, there'll be something to smile about. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. Smash a like on today's video. Give it a pity like. Muchly appreciated. We'll see you on Sunday.